I want just to move and look at what are some of these aspects that we can actually begin to quit talking and start doing. One is that when you look at the speech and that has been read by the Honorable Minister, we talk of urgent action that is required, and I quote, that urgent action is required for people to protect their livelihood and reduce household level food consumption gaps. Over the 3 years I've been here as an FAO representative, I this morning tried to look at it because it's really sad numbers of 7.76 million people. And the sad part that often we are not highlighting well is the 1.4 million children that are malnourished. These are kids that, if the situation continues, their brain development could be destroyed beyond repair. But I was just trying to scan through the document and see, could there be something positive? Could there have been an improvement over the 3 years that I've been here? The one improvement that I was able to see so that we can get out maybe something on what we can do was a decline in households under catastrophe. Looking at the years, that seemed to have moved down from 87,000 to 43,000. We need to ask ourselves, what are the drivers for that decline, and what can we pick from that? Why I find this figure important is that the catastrophe is normally measured at the household level and determines a lot on mortality. So I think following such release, we need to look at such, there may be small gains, but what's driving it? Because that's almost half. And that drives me to see that on the second point, on the number of counties, as the Honorable Minister said, 47 counties in emergency, 29 counties likely crisis, and only one likely to be in stress. But there is one lesson. I know we don't have space to be able to explain all this in fine details, but when you look at the finer details, I also noticed the second positive in all this release, and that's that for the first time since the commencement of IPC in 2008, we see a county in phase 1, and that was in Western Equatoria. So if, and that's why, as the minister says, the drivers of conflict continue to be the same. If Tambura would not have been in conflict, we would have seen this county area record phase 1. So we are still looking forward to record phase 1. And that says that it's self-sufficiency. So there is something happening there. And when you look at that getting into phase 2, it's something that later on after this, we need to analyze what is happening there, and the issues of peace will become so important, and that's why the issue of peace dividends and that action that is required across the board to ensure peace with the water resources, with the land, with livestock numbers of over 36 million, with fishery resources. There is no reason this country should be in the business of food aid. And I think that we do all agree on that. So as the challenges will be there even next year, floods, and we hope that the political class organizes so that at least we remove this man-made one of lack of peace. We believe with the science and with the experience that we have, if the political class and the communities at large can work together, we can progressively reduce these counties. What is most discouraging is that those in phase 3 are not reducing. So you have, if it's a class, you have those who are very low coming up a bit, but you have these middle people in the middle not going up so that we have a bigger average. So as the Honorable Minister said, is that the numbers are really not good, but we know what can be done. And so I believe that working together, having these results that present data to the county, to the household level, we can together plan better, given our knowledge. And for us, I think within the United Nations and within the Food and Agriculture Organization, we really want to commit to work towards seeing how best can we begin cutting these numbers progressively so that the country can head towards a situation in which particularly those children, men and women, have a decent meal every day. God bless all of you for coming, and we thank you all. Thank you.